Okay, this is Clifford Oliver back for Farm Photography for Kids. I want to do a little advertisement for your libraries. Go to the library to get everything you want to learn about photography is in there. The best photographers in the world, living and dead, are in the library. They all put out books that are just fabulous. Another good place for lesson is the YouTube videos. Some are good, some are bad, but there's a lot of information there that's easily accessible. And for those of you who like to watch videos, the YouTube photography classes I think are phenomenal. Well, the vast majority of them. Today I'd like to talk about portraits, because we all want to photograph each other or ourselves. Oh geez, I shouldn't say I'm not so much on selfies, because I think I take a picture of myself at least once every 10 years. You know, it's hard for me to promote myself without a photo, especially considering I'm a photographer, and I can't use the one from when I was 20. My hair is all white now, and so yeah, I do selfies. I've got nothing against selfies. But talking about portraits, earlier I talked about lighting and soft light and hard light. Right now the clouds are in, so we've got a nice soft even light, which tends to be really flattering, and the kind of light, I don't want to sound sexist, but that we use on women. And I say that because women don't want to look hard and harsh. With hard light, the direct sunlight, it's the light you get. It's very hard, very harsh. It makes shadows darker than they need to be. Whereas with this soft light, you can see everywhere that normally would be in shadow is filled in. Wrinkles aren't as noticeable. Yeah, it tends to be a very flattering light. Posing too in portraits is very important. You never want a direct on shot where you can see both ears. This is too much like a driver's license. Do you know anyone that has a flattering driver's license photo? I don't think so, but you may. There are some people that that are so beautiful they've overcome the driver's license. But for the most part, you want people to turn to the side. You want a 3/4 view. By a 3/4 view, you really only can see one ear. The other ear is hidden. But a 3/4 view shapes the face, gives the face some definition. So those of us who have little fleshy faces, like me, it makes it a little stronger, a little more shapely. Looking down tends to eliminate double chins, which I have too. And looking up can also stretch that out too. Looking up and turning can stretch that. You can literally circle your subject to find out that best angle for their portrait. Now, if you feel uncomfortable about telling people what to do, and most people are not professional models, so after 2 or 3 directions, they're going to get bored with you, or they're not going to like you being so bossy telling them what to do. So I usually stop after 2 or 3 directions. I personally feel far more comfortable doing candids, giving somebody something to do, and then photograph them, where they're not thinking of you, they're not so self-absorbed. You can be the one most concerned with how they look, and they can be concerned with whatever they're doing, be it reading a book or taking a photo. Yeah, I think candids tend to work, especially when you're working with non-professional models, or if you don't have a studio set up where everything's in place and all a person has to do is walk in, turn their head, boom, you got the shot, because all of it has been worked out prior. Oh, and so it's always good to bribe your portrait people. I'm thinking of a friend of mine, Herb Perkins, who just bribed us all with ice cream sandwiches, and it was just perfect for taking photos. And it makes everyone happy. Of course, don't photograph people while they're eating. There's nothing glamorous about the chewing aspect. Any questions about portraits that I can give that you can't find in the library or on YouTube? Feel free to call 518-692-9559.